Hello everybody, this is Valhallagamingtv, and this is the channel that plays everything so you don't have to. We're back again with Satisfactory. This is going to be episode 135. And the last episode we were dealing with the Caterium ore, and we got it connected from this mine. We got it coming in here, and it's going into this Caterium large input, all the way from down there. So we're going to grab this train, since it's all connected now, and we got to set up the auto driving. So edit timetable, we're going to go from Caterium large input 1, and we're going to go to large output 1. So save changes, and let's see if it'll just take it to this station here and start loading up. Now I need to get off this real quick and check configuration. So this is load. Okay, that's good. And then the other one should be set to unload, which I definitely don't have that set yet, but I also don't have the conveyor belt set up for it either. So for now, let's get all this material onto this train, and then when we get over there, I can switch them, and then I can get it all hooked up. But for now, we're just going to watch this thing load it up. There it goes. And it's going to do its little horn beep. Once it gets all situated, this should continue. And that's why I have that buffer right there, so I can keep filling up even when it stopped. And I think I need to crouch here. Ooh. Okay, we just made it. All right. And let's make sure there's no issues with the signals. That's why I'm riding the train as well. This thing's long too. It should be able to get up all these hills, no problem. Yeah, it's moving pretty good. Making our way back. I kind of like how these train tracks are. It's a lot easier to build them because I'm doing one foundation, and it's a lot less work. So I'm glad that I went this direction with these tracks for going like further out. Here we go, taking the corner. It didn't slow down very much. That's good. Now we're heading back. And since the system up here isn't set to unload, I might be able to jump from here and get to it before it actually loads up. So it's getting sent to number 1. So which one is 1? Hop in. Oop. And this one is 1 right here, right? Looks like it. Okay, so this here set to unload. 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 Keep it going. Okay, I think we got it. All right, it's all set up. And now we can't select it. That's cool. Okay, so it's going to put the materials in there. All right, good. I'll have to continue the rest of this afterwards. And now once it empties here, I got to make sure that train's going to go and not have a problem. And I think we still only have that truck having a problem because it's out of fuel. Everything else should be good. Let's go down this row. Unload. Can I like control C? No, it doesn't let you do it. All right. Set them all to unload. And then we got to get it all connected here, which I think the idea that I had was to do one half of it, like this side, it's going to go all the way down here, and that half's going to go over there. Instead of like the top goes in the back and the bottom goes over here. I think it'll work better that way. And we got all those set to unload. Now, which ones did I miss over here? I think I got the majority of them done. Yep, that one's got stuff in it. Unload. We're good. Almost there. I think this one. No. This is it. Okay, so we almost got all of them. Almost got them all before the train took over. Okay. They're all good. And it looks like that train took off. Oh, it's all the way over there already. I think it's moving. Okay. So let's get this all set up. Now the idea I had was, so like let's do it like this. These 5 here, we need to pull it out and go into this. So with the straights, like that. And we're gonna cut it off right here. So that's 3, 4, and this will be 5. Let's try to line it up. Looks like we're gonna have to go like right here with it. And that should line right up. Okay. And we're gonna have to do the same thing on this side. That's 2. This one goes here. Hold on 1 second. Why isn't this one able to actually meet the length? I think these are out of alignment, or I missed one. Is this correct? Let's see. Oh no, they're not. One's further back than the other. How did that happen? No. I'm confused. How is this working? So this goes back 2 foundations right here. And so does this one. Oh, okay, okay. I know what it is. Ah, it's opposite. Okay. Sorry about that. This one's go a little bit further back because they're on the right side, and that one's on the right side there as well, but it's closer. So that's why. So it's going to be a little bit different. Okay. Confusion has been fixed. It's the simplest things that always get overlooked. And this was one of those moments. Okay, let's pull it to the corner here. Like that. This one, same idea. At least we can match it up with this one. So that's 4. And then we need the 5th one. Which we can just match it with this. And it's going to be lined up right here. And this will all be for the bottom row. And then the top row, we're going to have to push it back. So let's get some of these supports here. Before we do that, let's just connect the ones that will connect. There we go. Do the same thing over here. It looks like we'll only have 2 of them connect. And we need to do some supports because these are further back. Probably should have had that in zoom mode. Go up 2. So I'm using the same principles that I've been using on all the other stations with this. But this is definitely a different setup than I have on the others. But it should work. We won't know until I try it. So bottom one goes in. Let's get it all wrapped around. There we go. Now, can we reach it? Looks like we can. Good. So it's not too far. It's not always a good sign there. And that is not good because it's not even lined up. So that becomes a problem every once in a while when they don't have them lined up. Mistakes will be made. Okay. Let's try to line this up. Should be lined up right here. And then that goes straight there. Okay, good. It's lined up now. Let's go on this side. Go up with it. Here we go. Plug it in. Now we have 4. Now this is the 5th one here. Pull it over here. Make sure it lines up correctly. And we got the whole bottom row connected. Very interesting. Now, we're going to get a little bit more creative here. Now I got to grab these the stackable poles. And I guess the one way I could do it, let's try this. So, how far can I pull this? So right about over here. So let's try to put them like right here. So this one goes there. It's going to go up 2, 3, 4. I think it has to go up that high. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the height it needs to go. Okay. So we're just going to go straight across right here. Next one goes right here. So it looks like if we go over 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, I think 3. And if I go over again, so start here. 1, 2, 3. See if those line up, then I'll know exactly the distance that I gotta go. Make it easier. So that lines up. And do you line up? Looks like you do. So every 3 is what we're doing. So let's grab this again. So, well, this one's easy. We just go right where it's already connected. Let's go straight up with it. Same thing here. Just match these. But on the ones that don't connect, we know it's 3 away from the other one. There we go. We're going to keep this going all the way to the other side. That way we can get it past these and get over here. So make sure it's lined up. This one seems a little bit high, and so does this one. Let's not delete the storage now. Okay, so we got a couple more now. Now that we don't have the conveyor belts to go off of, I guess we have this one here. So we can just match it, but let's do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And everything should be lined up. So now we just got to pull the conveyor belts to where it needs to go. Let's do all the bottom ones first. We can take a look at them, make sure none of them are out of alignment. Two more. And that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's get the top ones. Come on. When it wants to work. And then the other side, I'm gonna have to figure out that mess and see how I can make that work. But we'll figure that out once we get over there. For now, we gotta get this all connected. So now, I think we're gonna do it one more time. And we're probably gonna bring it probably like right over here. Maybe a little bit back. Maybe like this point here. Let's see. Gotta line it up with this right in the center. Let's try this. And then we gotta go one more down. I think this lines up. There we go. That's nice and lined up. And let's see how this is gonna work. We're gonna go with logistics. MK4 lift. This one's going to drop down. Just like that. And then we're going to connect it. And then this one up here. Same idea. We're going to put this forward. And go Is that going to be enough room? That's the question. Okay, so we're going to have to make sure this works. I'll go with a lift. Not quite. I think we got to go back one more notch. So probably like right here. Let's see how this looks. Go there. Line up. And I gotta adjust this because it's not the right lift, but it looks like it'll work. Because we're gonna receive it, not output it. There we go. Plug it in. And we're in business. There we go. The other ones will have the same idea, but we'll just drop it down and then move it this direction. So what I got to do here is just copy these two all the way across until we have them all filled in. Now all I got to do is go 1, 2, 3, go up, and go up. There we go. And just repeat this all the way down. Okay, we repeated it. Now I got to do the same thing for this line here. But last time I did this, and I didn't do the drop down first, the lift, it was a problem. It was like trying to connect into weird spots. So I'm going to do the lifts first, and then we'll place those. But let's pull these conveyor belts all the way over here. Get them all connected so they're ready. And hopefully connect in the right spot. There we go. Work on the bottom first. And then we'll do the top all the way across once we finish the bottom. And then once we get those lifts to work properly, and we're essentially going to do the same conveyor belt layout that I just did in the front. We're just going to drop those lifts down to the right height so we can copy the same process. Here we go. Now those all look pretty good, all lined up, so that method works. Let's get the top connected now. Okay, top is all connected. Now we got to work on the lifts here. So grab this, turn it all the way to the ground. And we're going to copy this all the way across on all the bottoms. And then once we have this, then we're just going to copy the other supports in the front here all the way across. So grab that one, pull it down. The last one here. Now that I know where they're supposed to go, I shouldn't have to place the conveyor belts first. So let's just copy it from here. We'll go 1, 2, 3. And probably go up to the height I need. That would help. And then actually, since they're all in the right spot, I don't really got to do the 3 thing. I just make sure it's lined up horizontally with the other one. And just go straight up. We can actually do this a lot faster. No need to do that. And it's already an alignment in front of us. There we go. Now we can basically connect this. Go down here to connect that one. And that one won't reach. So we're actually going to bring that right here. And this one as well. Remember, it's going to be 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we'll do the same thing here. Connect. It's going to be a little bit different over here because this one will actually connect, but this one will not. So I'm just going to pull it forward to about here. And the same thing with this one. Now, essentially, I could pull this one forward as well, which I think I will to make it look a little bit more lined up. We want some symmetry here. Okay. Now we just go here and we go up 2. Because again, we're copying just like we did before. On the other side. just like that. Now this plugs in here. That one goes there. Now will this reach? It will not. And now we have a little bit of a problem, because we had this built for a certain amount, and I lied. We don't have a problem. Okay, it checks out. I got confused. Again, because of the alignment on the sides that aren't the same. But we're good. The numbers, they add up. So I'm happy about that. So put these up like that. Plug it in. And now we got to do the second part. So these are all lined up now. Now we just got to pull these forward. Plug them into each one of these. And we're going to have a pretty intricate conveyor belt set up here. That's going to be nice and straight. And it should connect everything like it's supposed to. The other problem I'm going to have to deal with is the front, which I'm still not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but we're going to figure it out as we go. Now for this, I just got to match that one right there, because that is the right height. So just pull it down like that. Just match them. Once they're matched, we can just pull it straight to where it needs to go, and it should be the right height. There we go. Now this one goes here. Like that. This one connects there. And then like that. And the alignment should all work out just fine, because we already got the first ones already pre-aligned. So now it's just about connecting them. Plug that in. Connect it. Here we go. And at the moment, it's not going to utilize all this, which is fine, because it's basically future-proofing this when I find other Caterium ore in other places. And I can basically just connect it to this setup and make a train track to it, and we don't have any issues. There we go. Look at that. Pretty crazy. All connected, all ready to go. All the trains have to do is show up and drop off the materials. Now we got to figure out this side. We don't got a whole lot of room down here either, so it's going to be interesting. So what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing is I'll do like a conveyor hole here, and we'll do like every other one. So like this, that, and that. So it should have room in between. And so I'm going to do this one here, and if it works, I'll just copy it. So let's grab the lift. And then it should be 1, 2. Nope, it's more than 1, 2. It's going to be 3, 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, the nice thing is it just shows us we got alignment there. Okay, that's already plugged in. That's plugged in. And there we go. And I guess I'll just copy that, but we want to go underneath first to see if it'll actually work out. So now the question is, how am I going to pull all this out and keep it, you know, in an alignment? Because we have, how many do we got? We're going to need more of these. We have 4 coming out of here, which is going to take up 2 of these. Yeah, we got 20 and we only have 10 down here. So technically we either need to increase this or we need to do something else. Like put 2 more stations here. So that's going to be the question I'm trying to ask myself. Do I want to have 2 more stations here? Like Caterium input 1, 2, 3, and 4? Because again, I do plan on having a mass amount of Caterium coming here with long trains. I'm thinking I might want to do like 2 more. Just drag it out this way. And just repeat this process. And then basically we just pull them out from here and drop it down and pull it where it needs to go. Now the question is, how am I going to do that with all of these? Yeah, that's going to be a challenge. Okay. Well, let's get all these holes set up real quick, and we're going to figure that out. Set that there. I'm just going to go to the left from where it's already set, so I can just copy it. Go back over here. Let's line it up. And repeat. Okay, it looks like I got all the holes laid out. Now, when I go down here, before I get everything connected, I need to figure out how I'm going to pull everything out. So, we need to have 5 of them coming here, which is going to be sets of 2. So, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 are going to go over here, and so on. So, let's try that. So what I was thinking is something like this. And then this one will be coming out of here as well. Actually, I think I might be able to do this with the distance it has. And this is going to be an output, not an input. Okay, so let me see if this will work. So if I go like this, this is output. It's already working that way because it's plugged in. Switch that one. So this one's not going to work like that. Like this might be able to come out. Yeah, that's an issue. So I'm going to have to like layer them. Oh, okay, hold on. Like that. Like that. And then we go like 5. I'm just hoping that I have the distance or like the height here for this to work out. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I have, so that's 5, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then these ones on this side will be like this. Nope, not like that. Like this. And then pull that down. And that should line up. And then this is going to do the same thing. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have to do that. Like the sideways ones. Yeah, I don't think I'd have to do this. I can just make them go straight this direction. And just have them split both ways. It can be kind of weird doing it like that. So have it go down like that. And just line them all up. This one's going to do the same thing, but it's going to be going this direction. And then we're going to match it and go up 1, 2. Match. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just like that. And bring these all down. And then we're gonna have to pull them all out and take them where they need to go. And we're gonna have to use those supports that go from the ceiling. That way they all line up in the right spot. Then I can still keep them straight and make them look pretty organized. There we go. Turn this one. All right. So now we got ourselves an interesting way to pull them all out. Now let's see how this is going to work. So the idea that I have is we have a conveyor belt mount. We maybe start it like right here. Line it up. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And 5. And doing it like this, we can just plug this one in. This one. That one. And like that. That's how they'll all line up. I just repeat that for all these. And it doesn't look like you can do zoom mode with these. So I just got to place them manually, it looks like. There we go. And we just repeat the same process on the other side as well. Get them all plugged in. Oh, come on. Work with me here. I guess one at a time and work our way up. Make it a little bit easier. Let's not miss any of them. There we go. We got one more row, and hopefully not like that. There we go, that one. Okay, and then we just got to repeat the same process on this side. And then basically just pull it out. So we already got some ore coming down, this is good. I'm thinking this is going to work out good. I don't know how this got here. And then I'm going to go up here, and I got to place all these ones as well. So make sure they're the right way, which it should be. Because I already have them all placed on the bottom. There we go. And then go up. And luckily we got that line there, so it actually makes it pretty easy. I can match them on the side, but the line really makes it nice. Go up with that. As long as the line lines up, we are good. That one did not work out. Went too high. There we go. It's always about coming up with a design, and if you can make one of them work, most things that I see, it's really just a pattern. Once you get the pattern done and you can figure it out, you just repeat it, and then simple things turn into really complex things, but you basically broke them down in baby steps and makes things a lot easier to do. Like if someone just came in right now, started watching a video from here, and then they started seeing what this looked like, they'd be like, wow, that's pretty complicated. I don't know what's going on. But if you watch from the beginning on how everything came together, it's not too difficult. Because it's really just repeating the steps. It's all about breaking problems down into small pieces. And when it came to me coming up with this design, I didn't have a full idea in my head. I just knew I had a problem and I had an idea for the solution. I knew that I wanted to go through the floor, so I was thinking, how can I do that? And usually having them at different levels like this is a beneficial way to keep it straight while still not having to like turn them and put them all over the place. And that's something I figured out by just making conveyor belts a lot. So basically using some of the skills that I learned to implement the solution while not ever really having it in my head. The only thing I had in my head was I needed to come up from here, go through the floor, go underneath, and connect to those. And then the problems I had, I knew how to get it through the floor, but how can I do that while keeping them in a line? And I figured that out by doing different levels with the lifts. And then the other issue I had to figure out was how can I have these all lined up in a line and also go down here to connect to the places they need to go. So that's the other issue I still need to figure out here. As you can see, this one, it doesn't necessarily overlap properly. So what I could do is rotate some of these out and line them up and have them come straight down. So in one way I could do that, now that I'm thinking about it, see, sometimes talking through things really helps out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start on the top with a lift. We're going to go up. And from here, if I go all the way to the top here, it's not going to work out because the bottom one needs to come up to the top. So I need to go down 1, 2. And I go down 2 because that's usually the level and the distance, like the height here, so I can put a conveyor belt on top without clipping. Now this one, we can go forward. And we don't have to be exactly all the way out, so I can literally just pull it like right there. So 2 out, and see, now this will connect right there, go all the way to the top, and connect here, and this will go straight over without having an issue. And that's pretty compact. And now I just got to connect those belts to this and just repeat this. So this goes out 1, 1, 2, like that. This one over here, I guess I'll keep that the way it is because all right, there's other things I could do with this, but clearly we want it to come here. And it is coming from the top now too. So yeah, this is a little bit confusing. How would I do that? Okay, well, that's another problem I got to figure out. But for now, let's remove this. Maybe I'll have like an extra line just for that one. You stay over there. We'll figure out that problem once we get this one done. Pull that one up. Now the goal is for me to connect these lines and make it look good. That's the hard part. It's easy just to get things connected and spaghetti and all that kind of stuff, but make them connect while still looking organized, that's the challenge. Now I gotta pull this one out because I deleted the conveyor belt, so that goes out too. Grab that, go up. There we go. And it looks like we gotta stretch this out a little bit. So we'll go out 2 more here. Because why not? We got the room. We can do it. Nothing holding us back. Okay. Now we got to grab these. So I know that there's 5, meaning that I need 10 of these. So if I started on the top, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we need 2 more below it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So it's actually better if I just pull like this line here. Well, that's interesting. Especially since this is going to be like all the bottom one. Because the one at the end here is on the top. That's definitely interesting. Huh. See? More problems to deal with. So I don't think it matters completely. I think it does matter the fact that like if I pull from this direction, it would be good. And you also got to think about it that these are just going to be filled up by Caterium coming in, and it can just go to any of these. But I would like to get the ones that are already like coming to come over here. And I would imagine this side is where I want to go first, but that's going to be problematic. I probably got to bring it over that way. So let's see what I can do with this. We're first going to pull these ones out, the top ones. And then they need to go over here. So let's bring this straight out. This one here is going to go straight out from there. Let's see where it lines up in relation to that. Maybe put it to this one right here. Same thing with this. There we go. Now, the way this is going to work is that these two top ones, they aren't necessarily going to work out the way that I need them to work. We got to get them lined up like this. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. Because they're stacked like 5 tall. That's the problem. We got to pull these off and lift them up in order to line up with these. So what I wanted to do is eventually line up like this. So come out from here. Maybe this would be fine. And now I need to figure out how I'm going to get these to connect at this level. Oops. I don't know where that one got placed. Somewhere back there. And I think it goes here and there. Yep, there it is. So how do I get all these to come up to here? That's the hard part. So the top one, that's not the hardest thing. I'm gonna have to rotate these out. Maybe this top one I'll push to the very end here. So let's go out here with it. I'm still not exactly sure how this is going to work. Because if I go down and connect it like that, it's going to be a problem. Oh, this is a challenge. I think I have to do something with lifts. I think that's what's going to have to happen here. Let's see. So if I go like this, not quite like that. That's not going to work very well either because it's too far. So I'm going to take you guys through the little journey of me messing up and trying to figure this out. So the bottom ones I need to bring up. And the way to do this, I think I have to like alternate it again. So it needs to come forward. Let's try to go like right here. Like this. So those ones are at the right height. So that's good. That's what we want. But what about the ones down below? That's where it becomes kind of a problem. I need to bring these bottom ones up. In order to do that, we need to go out at different levels, I think. So if I got a lift and say I wanted it like here, I wanted to go up. How can I do that without getting in the way of the other ones? Like these two here are fine, but now I got to go to this one and lift it up. And essentially I could just do this, lift it up one. Can I go from here to here? Looks like I can. So I don't really need to use the lifts for that. And then these ones, I can probably rotate out and go that way with it. Let's see how this is going to work. So grab this one. We're going to pull it, let's say right here. It's going to get pretty confusing. And that's not going to exactly work either because the one back here needs to come out as well. So let's see if I can put it like this. Will it make that turn? It's a very sharp turn. I can make that one. I can't make the other one. So we're gonna have to do something like that. Get rid of this. And then put the next one right next to it. And then this one's gonna have to go like that. And now we can grab this and do it too, like that. Connect it and connect it. Now these ones I'm gonna have to remove. I think I gotta go a little bit further with these in order for them to work the way I'm thinking. And the problem is you can only go from the top down, so I'm gonna have to put them from the top down to work. Now, these ones need to be brought up, and so do these. So to do that, I'm gonna have to put these supports here. It looks like it can be lined up here, and it should be okay. Now let's aim it with this one. Like that. And now from here, I need to go forward some more. And how far can I go while still making it where like I can bring this up without having to be a problem? Looks like if I use default, it'll go up. But I'd like to keep it straight and make it look okay. And I gotta do it as compact as possible so I can still make the distance that I'm already at. All right, let's try this. That's pretty far though. So if I get rid of this one, what happens when I do this? Straight mode. I'm gonna have to do default mode. That's just how it's gonna have to go. So I'm gonna go down here like that. Get rid of these ones. Go up. That raises that up. We're gonna do the same thing here. Line it up. Raise this one up. And then we got these ones on the bottom as well. So we got to raise all of these up. Just like that. Now this goes forward. Same with this. And then we got to raise this one up. Now to repeat this process on the other side and make it work, it's going to get confusing. Again, it's like proof of concept right now. I'm testing this out. So I just need to make sure I keep raising these up. Now I need to raise it up again. So how close can I do it to make it where it raises up? That's 1, 2, 3. 3 enough? Looks like it is. That is steep though. 4? 4 might be better. How far away is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Let's go with 4. Now we got these two. Pull them up. we go. And again, we need to line them up to match the other stuff. That's going there. And now these ones need to come up as well. So some more supports. Put that there. This is getting interesting. These ones are going to rotate all the way out here. So we can basically pull this bottom one all the way to the end over here. This one all the way to this end. I think I completely bypassed that. It's not how I wanted to do it. I want to do it like this. This one's going to come over here. Now we need to pull these ones over. So this one's at the right height now. Now we got to do something like this. So how did I do this one? I was rotated. It goes over 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then it has to be how far away? So if that's lined up, it's going to go from here and go 1, looks like 2. So we go here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oop. I think that's the spot. Then we just line these up. Turn this one here. Nope, not like that. A little bit further. Nope, come on. All right, let's do this one, and then we'll do that one. There we go. Line it up, and then this one's gonna go right here, and that one is gonna go right there. Now we got to deal with the bottom ones here, which now we can pull this forward. Maybe like right here. There we go. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 1. So we're going to go like that. Go up. Go up again. And then I guess we'll turn it like that. And then this one is going to go here, there, line it up. Plug this one in, goes there, and connect. There we go. We got it connected. That was complicated. But basically we got that plugged in. Now we just got to plug them into this. Nope, not like that. Getting that lag messing me up. Let's grab this. Get them all plugged in. And boom. Very complicated process there. But it's lined up. It's pretty straight. Not too bad, besides that's kind of at an angle, but I might be able to fix that. I'm not sure. Can I fix that is the question. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think I'm just nitpicking. But yeah, I think that's good. It's all connected. Now we don't got any Caterium going here yet because we got it all on this side. But basically I just gotta like kind of repeat this process. But over here, I think it'll be a little bit easier. The reason why this was difficult is because it was right here. On this side, I don't think I'm gonna have that big of an issue because I can basically set it all up to fit before I even head over there. So let's try to do that real quick. I know I need to raise all these up. So basically just go to the front. And then we got to go 4 forward. Let's see how this is going to work. These are going to keep going straight. But then I need to have them turn off. So that's the challenging part. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So if I pull this one, like the top ones actually should be at the furthest one away. So the bottom one should actually go to the end here, and then the top one should be the closest one. So I should start at the bottom. That's how I should do this. And this is how many away? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now each one of these should go like this. And I guess maybe I didn't need the last one. We're going to find out. Let's try to repeat this real quick over here. So again, I'm trying to make it in a way that I can make a pattern and repeat it. If I can do that, we're going to be doing good, because it'll be a lot easier to put it back together. If I don't have it in some sort of pattern to figure it out, then it's going to be like starting over for each time I do it on a different one. Now, okay, so there's a problem with this too. So I might have to do a little bit extra because each one's going to have to turn. Now, this is where we're running into the problem. These are the right height, but these bottom ones need to lift up. Now, I can rotate this one, but I think I need to go further apart to rotate them properly, because we can't rotate them at this height. Okay, so when I have it like this, I rotate it out of here. I go 1, 2, and I can rotate that far, and then I go 1, 2, 3. So that will allow this one to rotate right here. But now I need the other one to rotate out too, which means I need to go this far. So that's how far apart they should probably be. And then I can do the same thing here, which means I can connect these. Yeah, okay, so let's remove these real quick. I can use the G button. And then I still need to be careful because there's a lot of them here that I don't want to actually remove yet. So let's go like that. Get rid of this one. This is why it's good to test things out before it gets all crazy. Like, it's already pretty crazy, but I'm trying to wrap my head around exactly what I want it to do. Pull this one up here. Okay, so we got those. Now I want more of them that I can line up, which means that we can raise these ones up now. So pull it all the way forward, get it lined up with this. We'll go 1 forward from there. And then it goes like that. So I can get rid of this. This was kind of just like a marker. And then this is going to drop down. And it's going to be 1 higher than these. That way, I can pull this forward. It actually needs to go all the way up here. So I'm going to have to go like this. And then I can start pulling them forward after that to lift up. So technically I need to go down a little bit more. That way it doesn't run into any other conveyor belts. Oh, the complexity. So let's grab this. I know it needs to be 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now we can do the lifting. Now this one can go up. Let's see. We're only going up 1 though. There we go. Looks like it's lined up properly. We're going up 2. And then we need 1 more to come down. There we go. And now we need to go up again. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And so these ones would be ready, but then we have the bottom ones we got to deal with. So this one's going to get lifted up. And one below it. And the one below that. There we go. And now these ones we can actually rotate out just like these. So basically put them in the right side where it is already. And we need to go, let's see, I think it was 1 across. Yeah, okay. So line it up with that one. And we have to have it like right here. And then now these ones can rotate out. And I want them in straight mode, not default mode. So straight mode. There we go. Same thing here. Now I have a feeling that I'm overcomplicating this at some point, but this is where we're at. That's what I'm sticking with. Okay, so now we got to grab this again, and we got to pull these ones up. And now that I have an odd number, and it's 5 on each, these ones got to be pulled up a little bit differently. So let's put this as close to this as we can. Because it's not going to go up on this one. It's just going to bring it forward so it can go up. There we go. Now we're going to go up. This one's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then it's going to go 1, 2, 3. And this one is 1, 2, 3. This one's only going up 1. Because it's going to be on the second row. And this one is going up 2. Because it's going to be on the first. And now, to make this work, we only got to match it with this one. It goes out this way. So about here. And let's see. So from here would be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's about right. Now we put another one down here. Connect it. Nope, we want it on straight mode, not default. There we go. And there we go. Now all of these can actually rotate and connect like they're supposed to. So we know that if we're going to use these supports, they are It looks like it's like one in between. Almost. It looks like a little bit less than that. Let's see. These ones are connected like that. We can determine how far apart they need to be. So it's a little bit different, isn't it? It's not exact. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 apart. So from here, we're going to go a full length to the right. So it's going to be, let's try to line it up like that. And it's going to go 1 this way, and then it's going to come my way. 3, like that. Goes down here. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, technically, we don't need to do that. We can do that when we get over here. So technically, we can actually just line them up side by side, so it's easier to move everything where it needs to go. Get rid of that. There we go, that's 5. And now we just do this. Connect. And get them all connected where they're supposed to be. And same thing with this. They should all be able to make it. Yep. And there we go. This is complicated. Okay. Well, they're all lined up now. That's what we needed to do with them. And now we can pull it this direction and get it connected over here. So let's get that done real quick. It's gonna be the same thing we did over there. So we go 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. And we go do the lifts. Go all the way to the top. Now, the front one, I think, has to go... Yeah, okay, that'll be fine. So like that. And like that. Okay. And just repeat the process. Grab all these. One goes there. And then with the supports, you can get the ceiling mounts like that. Put it here, there. Repeat it. And now on this side, since we're going to bring them over here, we're going to go line this up. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and then you can go to right here. Too far apart. You don't need to take them apart like that. Okay, and that looks like it's about 5. Put it there. Now let's try to keep this lined up. So this will be the center. Go back. So it needs to be like right on that line here. We're past it now, so we don't need to be that far back. A little bit forward, maybe right here. Just like that. And now the question is, will this one in the back actually be able to reach that? It looks like it can, so that's good. Now we need to pull it this way. Can I grab this and make it all the way down here? Yep, it reaches. Good. Okay, so just get them connected. Just like that. And these should be all lined up and be able to go over to the storage there and connect to the other train. It should be good to go. A little bit more. And then we still got the other side I got to do as well. Let's see if these lined up properly. Did I make it line up correctly? It looks like I didn't. Yeah, they're straight. Okay. Good. There we go. The top ones to go. It's already starting to lag a little bit more with all the conveyor belts set up here. And essentially I'm gonna have to build like a building like this for each material that comes in to the city, which is gonna be quite a bit of work. It's gonna take a lot of time. But once it's built, it means that I can bring in tons of materials. Because again, I plan on doing everything in the city, meaning I got to be able to have a huge throughput, I think is what you would call it, or throughput of materials to get to the city so I don't run low. And I need to be able to expand that if I need to. So that's the idea of what this is. It's future-proofing lots of materials, making it to the city without having a problem. Because the way I have it set up, I don't have it on conveyor belts. I have it at the mercy of trains. And here comes the materials. It's all connected now. Look at that. Conveyor belt madness. That's all going in there. Which is really cool. All that Caterium. So these ones are filling up, and then this train can come from here, go all the way back to the city, and drop off the Caterium like it's supposed to. And on this side, I'll do the same thing, and it looks like we can actually put 2 more train stations, which I'll go that direction with. Or I might even be, yeah, we'll go that direction. I could go forward with it, but that would be that'd be an interesting one. That'd make it where the train would actually have to go through this into the other side. I think we'll just go that way and keep this junction that I created here. Just go further down that way. Yeah, okay. But that's it. All right, everybody. That's going to be the end of this episode. This one took a little bit longer. We're going to have to finish this up, extend this out tomorrow, get this Caterium thing built, and this is going to be basically a stepping stone so I can build for other inputs, like the iron one over here. And then it's going to be like copper, all that kind of stuff. And we're going to kind of repeat this so we can bring it all to Cyber City. All right, everybody. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this and help support the community. If you guys been here before, thank you for showing up and showing your support. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Later. Hey, Valhalla Gaming TV community. Join me in a quick shout out of our community members that help support the channel. Check out our very first member of Odin's Ravens, Leyu02. Thank you for your support and see you all in the next video.